What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry, and today we're outside in my small backyard garden where I'm going to be harvesting the rest of the sage I have growing in one of my raised beds. I'm going to propagate some of it and also make some sage smudging sticks. So stick around and check it out. Alright, I appreciate you hanging out with me, and if you hadn't done so already, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help your boy grow. Let's go ahead and take a look at the sage that I have growing right here. Then I'll go ahead and take a couple of cuttings and we'll see if we can propagate it, and we'll go from there. Okay, right here is your broadleaf sage, and it's actually been growing pretty good all summer long, and we've harvested as much as we wanted so far, but the rest of it right here I'm gonna have to get up out of this raised bed so I can finish amending the soil. Originally I thought I was gonna use this bed for all of my herbs, but I've already pulled up most of it. You can see some of the basil is coming back, and I pulled up a bunch of basil. But yeah, this is your broadleaf sage. I have plenty of it here. I'm gonna get the rest of it out of here. So let me go ahead and set this camera down and we'll get it pulled out. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I'm gonna propagate some of them. So I'm just gonna cut a stem out. Generally what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and take these bottom leaves. But if you look right here, you can see where another leaf will start to grow. Well, that's pretty much where it'll start to root at. So I'll do it right here. You can see it right there also. So I'll just cut those off. Try not to damage it, and it looked like it may even try to start right here as well. But so yeah, I'll take a few of those and I'll just stick them in some water. Let me show you here in a second. Get a couple of more. And so I won't need to propagate that many because I've already done some of them and got them started. But I don't want to have to plant any more seeds next year for this. I already have some, and I just put them outside. So sometimes you can come all the way down to here. Let me do it on this one just so we can see how it looks. And I'll stick these, I'll take a few of these just like that, stick them in some water. Now you can also just take them like this, and if you have some soil prepared, go ahead and get the soil wet and stick them down in there. But let me do a few of these and get these set up, and then I'll finish harvesting and we'll do something else with the sage. Alright, so the rest of this, I'm going to cut it all the way down as far as I can. And the rest of this, I'll make the sage smudging sticks out of. And what you can do before you come out and harvest your sage, what I do is I just, the night before, I go ahead and water it real good. But if that's not enough for you, when you cut it down, you can go ahead and take it inside and wash it as well. So, or you could just shake it off. So I'll get these cut, cleaned up, make sure you don't have any spiders or nothing like that in them. And man, you know, we've already got all the sage we're gonna get out of this and use it, and we've dried it and stored it already. But sage, it smells really good. And if you look right here, I don't know if you can see that, but if you look right here, if you don't pull the roots up and you just cut them down, they'll come back every year. And like I said, we don't want that one in this bed right here. So I'll get these pulled up, and then I'll come and get all the roots out of there. So that's how the roots look coming out. And yeah, these things, I think they're pretty much spread too, but that's just poor planning on me. I thought I wanted to use this whole bed, like I said, for all of my different herbs, but I'm actually going to find another spot because these will come back every year. So I'm going to find another spot, maybe 2 spots, where I plant some, and we'll just let them do their thing year after year. All right, let me get the rest of these up that I have right here, Alright, so I pretty much got all the sage that I wanted to propagate, and went ahead and cut them the way I wanted it to be cut. So I'll just show you again how I did it. So I don't know if you can see it, but like right here, that's where you'll get your roots from. But I want to pretty much have them all uniform in size. That way they'll fit into the jar about the same. So what I'll do is I'll come down to this last one right here, and I'll just pretty much cut it at an angle like that, and then I'll put them all in water. So let's see. And what I'm doing here, I'm just gonna go ahead and tie them all together so they'll pretty much be uniform, and one won't be in the water too much more than the other. And this is probably more than I really need to try to propagate. But hey, some may root, some may not. So once I get it tied up, you know, making it to like a little bouquet, man, that smells real good. So even just while you have it in your house, trying to get it to propagate and root, you'll have a nice little aroma. So we'll set it in there just like that, and boom. And I took a couple of cuttings where I showed you where I just cut it down to where I wanted it, and I just stuck it in the soil. So I did a couple of them like that the other day. They're not looking too good right now, but we'll see if they'll take off. They're pretty strong. Just like any other herb, man, they're pretty strong and they're easy to grow. And because we have so much sage, I'll take a bundle like this. What I did, I went ahead and washed it off before we put it in the house. But what I'll do with this is I'll pretty much get all the ends together just like that, and I'll make another bundle like this. Let's go ahead and do it. I'll make another bundle, and then that right there we'll tie it up and we'll just let it dry. So this is this size is probably a little too big, but this is some hemp wire, and you can use cotton or hemp, whichever one you want. That's hemp right there. But anyway, I'll take that like that, and just tie it in a little old knot. I'm gonna pull it as tight as you can. And then we'll just let that hang to dry. So like I said, I had already wet this, and it's ready to go before you take it in the house. Okay, so we have plenty of sage left. I still have a nice little old bundle over here, and I've made my bundle to hang. I got some to propagate. So the last thing I want to do is I'm going to find some and make some sage smudging sticks. Now you could do this a bunch of different ways. I hadn't really done it but once, and here's the example of the ones that I did. So this one is just sage, and this one is sage and basil. So it's not real easy, but what I'll do is I'll take a nice little old bundle like this, put them together, or you have some people, they'll just take the leaves off and try to stagger them, add lavender, rosemary, whatever other herb you want to put in there that you want to burn. But I find that a little bit harder to do. But so I'll just take a nice little old bundle like this to make a small sage smudging stick. Now generally you want to wash this the day before and then let it dry for a day. But for me, I came out last night and I sprayed it down pretty good, and now I just shook it off and wipe all the leaves down, make sure there's nothing on it. But for the rest of it, if I'm going to make more, I'll go ahead and take it in and wash it, let it dry, and then we'll make some more smudging sticks. But yeah, so you'll just take a nice little old bundle like this, however you prefer. Sun coming out, I better hurry up. And I'll squeeze that down pretty good, get it down pretty tight. And this right here is this is some hemp twine. So get a nice little old roll of this hemp twine out. And this may be a little too thick, but I got it, so I'm gonna use it. You can use a hemp or cotton. And so, like I said, I take a nice little bundle like that. I'll squeeze it down. Now for this one, it was sticks as long as this. And all I did, I just bend them in half like that. So you could do it like that and make a nice thick one. But for this video, I'm just gonna do it like this. So I'll get that together. Let's go ahead and tie a knot at the end of it. You do want to tie it as tight as possible. It don't have to be all perfect and pretty whenever you tie this down, because once it dries up, depending on how you actually tied it, you can come in and cut the twine off and retie it, because once it dries, you know, the sage is dry, it's gonna be there. So you cut this twine off. If I wanted to rewrap it, I'll just cut this off and I'll rewrap it just like that. But that one is okay. So from here, I'll just come through, like I said, I'll squeeze it, and it's gonna be the best way to show you guys. I'm gonna come like this, and we're just gonna wrap it. Squeeze it down. I'm gonna wrap it like that. We're gonna do that all the way to the end, and then we'll come back down with it. Hand gonna be smelling like sage all day, even after you wash it a few times. But that's not a bad smell. I actually like the smell of this herb. It's one of the reasons why I'm doing this, is because I like the smell. So once I got that wrapped, I come back down. Still squeezing. Want it to be as tight as possible. All the way back down to the bottom, then I'm gonna tie another knot. That's pretty much it. You do it like that. Once it dries, you can come through with this. Once it dries, you'll just, you know, you can clip off some of the ends. You'll lose some, but there's plenty of it in there. So I'm not gonna clip that just yet. I want it to dry just like that, but you can come through here and clip it off just like that. So you can make it pretty much however you want to. I made one right here. Like I said, I showed you this one. This was a nice little old bundle, and it'll probably take I don't know, probably take about a week or two for it to actually dry before you can use it. But that's pretty much it. So I came out and harvested some sage. I made a nice little old bouquet that I was able to wash, and we'll get it hung inside the house somewhere. Enjoy the smell. Enjoy that smell. I was able to go ahead and get some of the sage out and get it ready for propagation. And I'll have some for next season. I won't have to sow any seeds. Then I showed you some that I did the other day. And I know it's gonna take off because I have this leaf right here. It's still, it look like it's pretty strong, as well as this one coming out pretty strong. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with your boy. If you liked the video, make sure to hit the like button. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and help your boy grow. I'll holler at you.